What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, I get out here on a weekly basis. Take a look around. Nice, pretty day out here. I get out here on a weekly basis and do this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I catch the fish. All you have to do on your end is guess the weight of the fish, and bam, just like that. Well, you got to subscribe first, of course. You have to be a subscriber. It doesn't cost anything to participate. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button, and bam, just like that, you walk away with some cash for your pocket. Want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, one of the original sponsors of this thing we call Bass for Cash. So we're just getting started for anybody that is tuned in. Let me go ahead and kill this motor real quick. We're gonna get the equipment and everything set up. So this is gonna be another top water extravaganza. So let me get all my baits lined up. What's going on? Shout out to Blast. We got nobody really back in the chat. Terry C. He said, catch some dang fish. He said, I want to see some of that cash for one of those bass. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me as you come into the chat. So what I'm doing right now is just getting my lines and all that good stuff untangled. Checking my lines, making sure we don't have any nicks, scrapes, or anything like that. Gonna see if we can come across some big ones today. All right, now that right there, that has touched a hook. So we're gonna retie that because I do not want to lose that bait. So let's retie this right here. So what is going on, peoples? Did anybody do anything fun, exciting this weekend? What did you guys get into? What's going on, Dottie? Dottie said, I am back. Dottie, what did you buy with your cash for that bass? Did you spend those funds yet? What did you buy? Did you go shopping? Did you go out to eat? Did you donate it to your favorite charity? What did you do with those funds, Dottie? My guess would be that you went out to eat. Oh, she's spending on the kids. Gotta take care of the kids. Goodness, where did I just put my clip at? Oh, man. I just had the thing in my hand. And I set it down someplace and now I can't find it. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, there it goes. It fell on the floor. All right, that's a good way to spend some money. Spending it on the kids. That's another one of those life experiences. What did you get for the kids, Dottie? She said they always come first. That's right. Dottie bought an experience for the kids. All right, so let's see, guys. Need to retie this right here. Blaster says, inquiring minds want to know. All right, like I said, if you guys could be so kind as to go ahead and double tap your screen, hit that like button for me. We're gonna focus on getting some top water bites today. So for anybody that was tuned in the last time we were out on the water, you saw some amazing strikes. We were able to get those fish to come up and hit some of these walking baits. I think everything was caught on top water last time, right? All right, got those two. Oh, and I'm gonna get my swim bait back in action. Maybe it's time, we'll see. Once I'm able to get those fish to hit on top water pretty good, then sometimes I'm able to get them to come up and hit the my swim bait too. So we'll try that. All right, let's get to it. I think we'll have about, let me see what time, almost 2 o'clock. We might have a, what was that? That was really not a good cast. Oh, that was right here by the boat. Oh, so you said you sent them the cash, Dottie? Is that what you did? She said, this one goes to me. So we don't have too much of a breeze today. All right, so if you have already hit the like button in the chat, type the word like in the chat for me. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. I just want to check the crowd participation. Appreciate that, Chauncey. Chauncey was one of the first people in the chat today. Fisherman Dollar says the wrap looks great on the Camus. Good deal, good deal. So now all you got to do is get some fish juice on it, right? We're just going to stay out here and do some fan casting. Get these extra long casts away from the boat. Oh, my goodness. And there they go schooling out there in a different direction from where I just cast it to. Isn't that how it works? So those fish are out here roaming around. So let's roam with them. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're getting started. We're just getting started. If you see something, say something. Shout out to Angela. She says that water looks so pretty. It's so pretty out there. It sure is. Blaster said put some stank on it. I don't need to put any stank on this. It moves across the top of the water. But if you see something, I need you to say something. Dottie says, I see it. Does anybody else see something? Or is it just me? Uh-oh, hold on, guys. I see something. I see something. And I think this is going to be a catch right here. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't a catch. If you see something, I need you to say something. Chauncey says, I see it. Chauncey said, I see it. Somebody else has to see it too. It can't just be me. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you see something, say something. Blaster says, I see something. Chauncey says, I see that too. Is that it? Is that the only 2-3 people with some eyeballs? Terry C says, okay, I see it too. Shout out to the Outdoor King, slid right on in and hit us with that $4.99 super. Slid right on in with the $19.99 super sticker. So you know what I have to do? I have to get a fish to the boat for the Outdoor King. It's only right. Oh my goodness, and they're all under the boat right now. Let's see if they'll hit this drop shot since they wanted to come over here and say hello. They said, let's go over there and say hello to MoneyBass. All right, they're going down to it. Let's see if we can get the Outdoor King a fish to the boat. Oh my goodness, guys. We had him and I missed him. I messed it up, Outdoor King. I messed it up. But I think we may get one. We may get another one. Go ahead and put your mouthpiece on it. Angela Adams says, Lord, please let him catch a fish. Angela said he gonna need all the help he can get. Okay, they're going over here to eat some of those bait fish. And I messed up my chance, guys. But let's see if we can get back down there fast enough. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at on the screen too, in case you wanted to see that. Okay, this right here is some fish, and there's a bait ball. There's a ball of fish down there that they're eating right now. So I'm just gonna pitch that right out there to where those fish are at. See, my bait just went down through those fish, and you can see them going down to the bottom. So let's see if one of those will hit that bait now. I see that Outdoor King in the chat talking about false bite sensation. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat for me. Let's see if we can get those likes up, guys. We have a little over 30 people tuning in so far. We're just getting started too, guys. If you have already hit that like button, type the word like in the chat for me. All you have to do is just tap, double tap your screen, and that is how we can get those likes up. Let's see if we can get about 7 more likes, guys. Drew, you said, am I using straight hooks or circular hooks? I'm using VMC drop shot hooks. They're not necessarily circular or straight. They're kind of a combination. I'll show it to you. Can you see it? Can you see the hook? Drew said, but the question is, are they going to work today? Oh, yeah, we're going to get some fish to the boat today. I can guarantee it. I guarantee it, guys. All right, let's get back on this top water shindig. Where did these fish go? There they go. All right. They're roaming. We got some roamers out here. All right, we got the likes moving up slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We're out here doing this thing called Bass for Cash, where I catch the fish. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, guess the weight of the fish, and bam, just like that. Get a nice little cash payout. Bass for Cash, guys. Nice and simple. Again, want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, one of the original sponsors of this thing we call Bass for Cash. We're going to ease off of them a little bit, just make one cast, and then we're going to take off and get out of here. I'm going to roll to some high percentage areas today, guys. See if we can have some fun with it. So what I was asking earlier, has anybody, did anybody go out to any tournaments or go fishing or anything like that this weekend? What did you guys get into? All right, we're going to hit these fish with a jerkbait because they are out there chasing these bait fish around. And I think that will be the ticket. All right, let's get a further cast out there. Hopefully they didn't follow me in. Get a real long cast out there that time. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I know you want to chase it. Oh, there we go. We got him. We got him, guys. Just like that. Kabam! Oh, he came up and threw the bait. He came up and threw it. Oh, you guys didn't see it, but it came out of the water and got away. Let's get back out there while they're still out there and see if we can get another one to hit. They were like, give me a bite of that jerk bait. And I think it kind of hit it on the paws too. They're still on it again. Come on, buddy. Just like that. Easy come, easy go. Frisco said, where's the hook set? And Frisco, I'm pretty sure you are aware of these finesse hooks that are on these jerk baits. It doesn't take much to get those hooks in there. But anytime I'm fishing with treble hook baits, that's one of the things. It's getting them to the boat. All right, let's see if we can get another one to hit. And if not, then we're going to be moving on. I kind of think they hit it on the paws that time too. Here they go. Come on up there and get it again. All right, so they're not coming up to hit it, guys. So what we'll do is just pull off of them a little bit and see if now I can get them to come up and hit on top. All right, here comes a big old pontoon. And it looks like they're gonna run right over where we're fishing at. So I'm gonna cast into their wake. Sometimes that actually helps the bite out. So I'm gonna cast into their wake. didn't want it, didn't want it. Angela said, come on, fishy, fishy. Frisco said, need a 110 plus 2. Let me double check. That could be a plus. That could be a plus 2. I'm not sure. All right, here they come. Let's see if I'm gonna get one this time, guys. Nope, looks like I've overstayed my welcome. Let's go ahead and roll out and head to another spot. So for anybody that is just tuning in, we're really just getting started, guys. What's going on? We got Waves checking in. Tom Mix. Want to give a big shout out to the Outdoor King. The Outdoor King is the current sponsor of today's live stream, guys. We are out here doing this thing called Bass for Cash. I catch the fish. All you have to do is subscribe, guess the weight of the fish, and bam, just like that, courtesy of SWAT Lawn Operations, you can walk away with a little cash for your pockets. All right, let's see. Where should we go, guys? I know we'll go. All right, let's ride out, guys. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Frisk, I keep saying it. Creek channel swing near a point if possible. Terry C said, you have tuned into the Chicken Hawk channel. Yeah, that largemouth was out in some deep water. I was sitting in about 30-something feet when I caught that largemouth, Frisco. And it was on top. All right, let's go ahead and roll. Keep on moving. Stick and move. Stick and move is the name of the game. We're looking for top water fish today. Although we did have that one on with a jerkbait. Got the bass duo tuning in saying, how many of you got so far? Well, we're just getting started. So we had one on, but didn't get that one to the boat. All right, guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and double tap your screen. Let's see if we can get those likes up. Word on the streets is that 60 to 70 likes make the fish bite. So we're gonna test it out today. Let's see if we can get these fish to bite. Nice long cast. Looking for some suspended fish. And I'm not seeing any just yet. Travis says those are hummingbirds. That's right. We have some hummingbirds out here. Chauncey says, what's the water temp? Water temp is sitting on a nice and easy 84 degrees. So things have cooled down just a little bit. All right, let's see what we can make happen, guys. Fishing and pause it. Let's see, who is this calling? Spam. Does anybody know Spam? Does anybody know who Spam is? I don't think I need to answer that one. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Mixed Chow says, I like the side scan. Hippie Dave said he's here. He finally made it. What's going on? We got Cody tuning in from Canada. All right, good to see you tuning in, checking out a little bit of this thing we call Bass for Cash. Remember, guys, all you have to do to participate is subscribe to the channel. It does not cost a thing to participate. Once we get a fish or two to the boat, we're going to weigh those. Well, actually, I'm going to show you those fish. All you have to do on your end is guess the weight of the fish. Now, there's a solo fish out there. Let's see what I can do to try to entice that one. Let's go back to some jerkbait action. Man, don't you hate it when things get tangled up? All right, does anybody in the chat work out? Does anybody go to the gym, work out on a regular, semi-regular basis? If you're somebody who works out, because I have some questions. Put gym in the chat if you're somebody who works out. I have some questions for the people in the chat to do a little bit of working out. All right, I found some fish that are kind of suspended. So we're gonna hit them in the head with this jerk bait real quick. See if that'll get them to want to come and participate in today's festivities. Dottie says, I walk. Terry C said, Jim. A Slim Jim. Uh-oh, come on, guys. Come on, hit that bait. Hit it. Oh, man, they're on it. But they don't want it. What a shame, what a shame. All right, so they were down there. They were down there, guys. Now, those fish weren't suspended, but I was able to get them to come up into the water column. So we're gonna go back over their heads with something else. So nobody in the gym works out? I mean, nobody in the chat works out? Rob said, definitely a not for me question. Somebody, anybody? Nobody in the chat works out. How many people do we have in the chat? We have over 60 people in the chat and nobody works out. Let's do a countdown on this one. Wave says, when I was in high school. Oh, no. Where is the workout crew at? Somebody in here has to work out. That's just not possible. Fish for Dollar says, we're plumbers here. We don't have time for a gym. Travis says, they in the gym. I couldn't be here if I worked out. Oh, I wouldn't be here if I worked out. Chauncey says, I work out, money. What you need? Okay, there we go. Shout out to Chauncey. Shout out to Alicia. I hope I'm saying that right. Says she lost 10 pounds. Blaster says, I'm at work right now, not throwing tons of paper daily. Okay, so Chauncey is the only one that works out. Does anybody in the chat know what a muscle up is? Does anybody know what a muscle up is? Somebody, anybody. Does anybody know what a muscle up is? All right, those fish are sticking to the bottom, guys. So you know what I'm gonna have to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're sticking to the bottom. Does anybody in the chat know what a muscle up is? Alicia says, Alicia is actually Donald. My daughter hijacked my... Oh, okay. Shout out to Donald. Dottie says, blasted, I need some of that paper. Frisco said, come on, man, throw a jig. Man, Frisco, you know what I'm about to throw. These fish are relating to the bottom. So look, you saw I put this up, but I'm coming back here to get it. People want to see a fish come to the boat. All right, I think I got that right where it needed to be. Does anybody in the chat know what a muscle up is? Shout out to Chauncey. He says it's a calisthenics. That's right. Clementine is back in the chat. Keep Day says shake it. Travis said hit him with a drop shot or a shaky head. And you know I have the shaky head right here in my hand. But that's really not supposed to be on the agenda for today. I'm sliding it in, though. I'm sliding it in. We're sneaking in a little shaky head action. Chauncey said it works for triceps, deltoids, and lays. I guess lats. All right, Chauncey, can you do muscle ups? Is Chauncey the only one in the... Chauncey, you're the only one in the chat that works out. Fishing for Dollars said it's a pull-up on steroids. So Fishing for Dollars knows what it is. So Fishing for Dollars and Chauncey, can you guys do muscle ups? The reason why I'm asking is that is what I'm working on now. I'm trying to do some muscle ups. If you don't know what a muscle up is, just do a quick search on YouTube. Just type in muscle up and see what comes up. I'm trying to see if anybody in the chat has done those before or if you can do them. Because I went to the gym today thinking I was going to go in there and knock some out real quick. And I wasn't able to do one. So it is a work in progress. Frisco says most of that is for gymnastics, in my opinion. Fish for Dollar says, not since I was in my 20s. It's never too late. Fishing for dollars? Braden says, what are you going for? Wait a minute. I see that, Frisco. Frisco says, nah, you're not ready, Money. He said, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for those muscle ups yet, right? I found that out today. I wasn't. I thought I was going to go in there and knock them out, but it's a certain technique you got to do with those things. So we're out here fishing for spotted bass right now. Who was that that asked that? Braden. All right, Braden. Dottie says, keep at it. You'll eventually get it. Okay. What's going on? Angela said you lost. No, we haven't caught anything yet. Pill Ryder says, I'm pushing 70. I muscle up to the dinner table nowadays. Pill Ryder, it's still not too late. How many pull-ups and push-ups can you do, Pill Ryder? Frisco said, did I meet somebody I'm trying to impress? Yeah, the money team. Nah, I don't know. I just saw something. I was like, hey, I think I can do that. So I got to knock it out. I got to make it happen. Angela says, I'll get it right in a minute. All right, so still no bite, guys. So what we're about to do is we're just going to go ahead and stick with the stick and move game plan. So let's go ahead and put this back up so we don't spend too much time at one spot today. The name of the game is to find the fish that are active. So we're finding fish, but we have to find those that want to come out and play the game, right? So I got my 3 quick draw baits over here. Let me show you guys what we're working with today. So I have the swim bait. So this just kind of goes like a wake bait. It's just below the surface, so I can burn this through those fish whenever they start getting active and they want to chase baits. Oh, goodness, and I let my other ones get tangled up again. All right, so let's get these untangled real quick. Hooks tangled, lines tangled. All right, so that's the other bait that I'm throwing right there. We have a nice sun out here, so that's a walking bait. I can't really cast that one as far, but sometimes the action on it is a little bit better, and that nice chrome look is a good thing. All right, let's get back in action. You know, I don't like carpet on boats, guys. The hooks and stuff always get hung up. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, yeah, Pale Rider, how many push-ups can you do? I'm curious. Pale Rider said he's about 70, pushing 70, but I bet he can still get down and knock out some push-ups. Frisco said, my mind sure I can do that. Body said no thanks. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. What's going on, Ants? We got Ants tuning in. All right, we're heading out to another spot, guys. Angela said, put your muscle up, I guess. Did Pale Rider run off? Inquiring minds want to know, Pale Rider, how many push-ups can you do? You said you're almost 70, but I bet Pale Rider can still, you know, get down there and knock out a few. Pale Rider said, I can do probably 15 to 20 on a good day. I told you. When you said you were 70, I bet they were saying that he can't do any push-ups. Pale Rider still got it. We got City Man tuning in. He said, let's get that 5-pounder. So y'all want some biggins today, huh? All right, let's see. I need to let some people know we're out here doing this Bass for Cash thing. Has anybody seen AC in the chat? Has anybody seen Whipstick in the chat? All right, I'm seeing some roamers out here. Let's see if we can get those with a drop shot. Just got to try something a little different every once in a while. There they go. We got a nice little school right under us, guys. Directly under us. All right, we might have some action. So Whipstick and AC were over hanging out with Beards and Bass earlier. That's cool. Now we're over a nice school of fish right now, but not getting any action for them. So was Beards and Bass, how was he doing out there? Was he catching anything? I'm pretty sure he was. Uh-oh, look who we have tuning in. If you see something, say something. Does anybody see what I see? Dottie says, I see something. Shout out to Midwest. Casey's like, oh yeah, I see something too. Shout out to AC, slid right on in. She was like, did I hear somebody needs to be DQ'd? We're gonna see if we can get some DQs on the boards today. See what'll happen. Frisco is still salty. Oh man, Frisco says, I want a refund. He says, I want a recall and a refund. Come on, buddy. All right, it didn't hit it that time. Let's move back off of him a little bit. We got Squiggly Lines tuning in. He says, what's up? We says, what's up with you, bro? He said, where you from, bro? I'm out here in Georgia, Lake Lanier, Georgia. Going after some of these spotted bass. All right, Squiggly Lines, where are you from? Blaster said Frisco might get a timeout. All right, Frisco, with great power comes great responsibility. He said, but Frisco ain't acting right. What's going on, Travis? All right, shout out to the Ukraine. Shout out to Ukraine. We got Squiggly Lines tuning in from Ukraine. How you living over there? What are things looking like? Do you do any fishing out there? Hope everybody's staying safe. C219 Troll says, what's up? Caught a limited spot Saturday and lost a monster. What? Wait a minute, that must have been an accident. Were you trying to catch spotted bass? Come on, buddies. Come on up and play with your partner. All right. They still don't want to come up on top today. Man. All right, Frisco. Frisco, you want me to throw a jig, right? What do you think about that right there, Frisco? Got some green pumpkin on it. Got that nice blue in there. We're going to throw this out there and run it through those fish and see if Frisco called it. Did you see it, Frisco? I'm throwing it on a 710 extra heavy with 20-pound line. You see that? Let's see if I can get it out there. Oh, shoot, that cast was terrible. That cast was terrible. Frisco said, a jig takes patience. You don't think I have patience, Frisco? All right, we got it right where we needed to get it too, so. All right, Frisco. Watch the technique on the jig. I'm letting it fall all the way to the bottom. I'm sitting in 19 feet of water right now. Barbara said, first cast with that jig should do it. All right, you see the slow retrieve, Frisco? I'm just bouncing it just a little bit. Yeah, AC. Blaster said he saw you hanging out with you and Whipstick hanging out with Beards and Bass. How was he doing? Was he catching any? Barbara said, nice slow retrieve. All right, yeah, we're just barely moving it. Just barely moving it on the bottom, then letting it sit for a second. What's going on, Ty? We got Ty tuning in. Said, go get him. Frisco, you being kind of quiet. You see I got the jig out here. I thought you'd be saying, nope, you're doing it too slow. You gotta dead stick it. You gotta do this. What happened, Frisco? Where's the coaching at? All right there where it needs to be once again. Frisco said no comment. How you just gonna leave me hanging, Frisco? Barbara said that bass is gonna smash it. All right, so we're out there on the bottom, sitting in 19 feet of water. Just hitting it with the slow drag. Blaster says he don't want that timeout. Shout out to Moose. He said, you be salt fishing. Just seen your live pop up on my YouTube. No, sir. I'm out here fishing Lake Lanier. We're fishing for spotted bass and largemouth. More than likely, it'll be spotted bass that come to the boat today. Appreciate you for stopping through. We're also doing this thing called Bass for Cash. For anybody that is new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. If you're new to the channel, I want to make sure that you understand what Bass for Cash is and how you can actually walk away with a nice little cash payout courtesy of SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel. But like I said, if you're new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. Shout out to Barber. We got Baby Boy back in action. Frisco says, need to be able to feel that tug or it get heavy. All right, shout out to Ty. Ty says, hey, I'm new in the chat. Said, how can I get some of this cash for one of these bass? So basically, once I catch the fish, I put those fish on a measuring board so you guys can see them. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, guess the weight of the fish. That's it. Guess the exact weight of the fish. You get one guess per fish. And if you win, just make sure you read the rules of engagement. The rules for Bass for Cash are all in the description. Oh my God. Scott says, I took my mother-in-law fishing and we came across a bear. That 400-pound beast scared away the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now that is Scott, that was a good one. Oh my goodness. Barbara said he don't think I'm confident in that hook set, right? Oh my goodness. Scott, that oh man, that was a good one, Scott. You got me on that. You got me on that. I was not expecting that to be the case. Oh my goodness. Scott says my wife's Indian name is Three Horses because all she does is nag, nag, nag. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like that bear one. That bear one was pretty good. All right, Frisco, you see me throw it twice. How many times do I need to cast it, Frisco, before I change up and throw something else? This is gonna be the third cast. And the fish are there. The fish are out there, Frisco. That's the third cast. We got Chur tuning in, said what's going on? Good to have you in the chat. So yeah, we're just out here for a good time. Not really a long time, but we're still, I make sure we have a good time out here, get a fish or two to the boat. Like I was saying, we're doing this thing called Bass for Cash. Make sure you guys read the information in the description so you'll know how to participate. The main thing is, 1, you just need to subscribe to the channel. 2, guess the weight of the fish once you see that scales are officially open. All right, Frisco, I'm about to pick up my shaky head. Frisco said 3 casts is not patience. Okay, Frisco, how many casts is it to where it proves that I have some patience? How many casts do I need to make? We got Micah tuning in. Hippie Day said 20 casts. Is that true? Frisco, is that true that I would need to do 20 casts? All right, there we go. There's another one. So we'll make one more cast with it after that. I think that'll make 5. I don't know if I'm going to make 20. Rob said that jig ain't even fully wet yet. Oh, so now it's my fault. Frisco said if they're down there, then I need some work with that jig. Frisco said, but we know you had that shaky head on the brain. That's right. Church says, nice viewings. Oh, yeah, we're out here having a nice time on the lake. Have a little bit of company out here. Not much, though. There's another boat out there cruising down the lake. Probably out here working on somebody's dock, I guess. All right, Frisco. I can't do it again. I was trying to hang in there, Frisco. Now let's see about the shaky head. Let's see how that works. So we're gonna put the jig up real quick. And we're gonna get this shaky head out here and we're gonna put some stank on it. Who said allegedly? Frisco says, I can see jig fishing is frustrating you. Actually, Frisco, a jig used to be one of the main baits I threw. I have like 2 tackle boxes with jigs, jig skirts. I used to tie my own, put my own jig skirts together, all of that stuff. All that good stuff, Frisco. And actually, the jig that I was just throwing is one that one of my little custom jig designs, jig colors. I put together the skirt on it. Northern says, what are you dipping that in? I'm dipping it in something we call stank. Putting some stank on it. Appreciate that, Ty. Said that's one beautiful boat. C219 said, show how to rig that shaky head. I think I'm doing it wrong. There's nothing special about a shaky head. That's probably about the same as rigging up a little jig head for crappie fishing. Frisco says, the one I sent you, I was jig fishing, but I'm a patient man. I have patience too, Frisco. Travis said JJ's Magic. Oh yeah, I use JJ's Magic too. Church says, so where are you at again? I am down here on Lake Lanier, fishing Lake Lanier in Georgia. Down south, I'm a southerner. All right, let's see, guys. Ty said, those fish are being picky today. Oh yeah, they're not acting right, not yet. Not yet, but Ty, just give it a little time. I have patience. I have patience, Ty. All right, let's see. Do we have any new people in the chat? If you are new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. One of the things I was trying to find out earlier is, do we have anybody in the chat that works out. Anybody in the chat that works out, goes to the gym, works out on your own or anything like that. Because I have some questions. Shout out to Timmy. Timmy says, I'm new. What's going on, Isaac? Manic says, those fish have seen that worm a few too many times. Angela says, so what happens if two people get the weight right? That's right. Dottie knows the answer to that. Whoever put the weight in there first will win. So if you notice that somebody has already put the same weight in the chat before you do, don't put that same weight unless you are a member of the money team. Now remember, if you are a member of the money team, their guesses will actually take precedence. They will actually win over you if there's a tie. So it goes to the money team members first, and then it goes to whoever put the guess in there first. All right, so yeah, somebody said they saw this bait a few too many times. Let's go ahead and change it back out. We're back. We're back, guys. As Travis said, throwing something over their head, apparently. All right, so drop a 1 in the chat. If you guys can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. I see you, Connor. I appreciate that, Blaster. So we're back in action. Had to try it. All right, let's keep on moving, guys. We will find the fish that want to find us in just a minute. All right, let's keep on moving. I'm not really seeing the top water activity like I was hoping to, like we were seeing the other day. But hey, it's still early. It's still early. Uh-oh, what's going on, Texas and Newt? What's going on, Mario? Said, you got any yet? Not yet. But I have a feeling that within the next, I'd say 15 minutes, we're gonna have at least one to the boat. Texas Newt said, how you living? We're trying to see if I'm living right today. Lottie Dottie, she said she don't cause trouble, she don't bother nobody. Church says, nice boat. I'll give you guys a quick, who is that? Angela says, me too, I live in Arkansas. All right, guys. Let's take a little look around, see if we can get some top water action again today. Come on, don't get tangled up at the wrong time. Not necessarily sure if there's a good time. All right, so we're out looking for some top water action. We're sitting in 50 feet of water right now, guys. 50 feet, F-E-E-T-S's, 50 feet of water. Uh-oh, you said your buddy caught a 7.5 pounder on Cedar Creek on Saturday. All right, so Texas Snoop, when we do the big bass battle, what lake are you gonna be fishing on? Oh my God, guys. They're schooling way out there. Oh, it was a bad cast. They were just out of range. All right, so that's a good sign, guys. That's a good sign. Let's just keep on moving a little bit. That is a good sign for us. So we're gonna get some top water fish today. And actually, I'm gonna get another bait tied on too. Something else I wanna catch some fish on. Oh, goodness. They're just out of range, guys. Let's see. I know you guys probably can't see the bait, but it's just coming right across the top of the water. So you guys will actually be able to see the fish when they hit the bait. Texas Nuke says, I'm thinking about Joe Pool Lake, Money. They have big ones there, okay. Frisco says, if I have my boat back, I want to fish Ray Roberts. Texas Noob, how far away are you from Ray Roberts? Are you guys in the same neck of the woods at all? All the Texas guys out there going after these big fish. All right, guys, we might get one on this cast. Let's see. Frisco says he's about an hour from Joe Pool. Texas Noob says DL caught some nice ones at Joe Pool. Okay, I think that's where he has some tournament videos at, right? Okay, I've heard of Ivy. I've heard you guys talking about Ivy in the chat before. Oh my goodness. Those fish are getting active out there, guys. I need to move. All right, guys. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something on top water any minute now. Does anybody know who the sponsor of today's show is? Does anybody know? Somebody has to know. Shout out to Dottie. She's quick with it. She said it's ODK. That's right. Shout out to the Outdoor King. The sponsor of today's live stream slid right on in and hit us with those super chats and super stickers a little earlier. And like I say, each week, whoever gives the largest super chat super sticker is the sponsor of the live stream. Oh my goodness, guys. Those fish are everywhere. I'm just gonna do some fan casting real quick. Oh yeah, gotta give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. I always have to support the companies that support the fishing community. SWAT Lawn Operations is definitely one of those companies. All right, let's try something else. All right, we're gonna count this down to about 15. Man, it says, what is the water temp? Water temp is sitting at 84.1. So things have cooled down a little bit. Have a little slight breeze. You guys can kind of see it blowing across the water. So it's a nice cool breeze out here. If you take a look, we have nice blue skies with a, oh my goodness, guys, they're schooling way out there. They just keep schooling just out of range. But sooner or later, they will be in range. Now, if you see the tip of that pole start twitching like that, that means there's a fish that's decided to come and say hello to the chat. I'm just slow rolling it, guys. You see that? So there's bait fish everywhere. And I'm just kind of fan casting this bait. Check my knots and everything. David says, catch us a biggin. We're working on it. We're working on it. Oh man, they're schooling out there again, just out of range. They're Looks like they may be getting closer to us though. David says, have you broke a sweat yet? Cody says the next one will be a 3.33. You know what? Somebody did guess a 3.33 before and won. Was that CP? Was that Clint? Is Clint in the chat? Does anybody remember, or was that Fishing for Dollars? Somebody guessed 3.33 before and actually won off of that number. Does anybody remember who that was? Somebody, anybody, everybody? For some reason, it seems like that was Clint. Hit him with the triple threes. I tried a different top water bait this time. It's getting a little more breezy. Fisherman Doll said it must have been CP because it wasn't me. What's going on, Smokehouse? David said throw a silver buddy. Texas Noop said his charge is going to be in on Thursday. Good deal. I'm still swapping out my leads on mine. Okay, says, what you catch today? Nothing. We haven't caught anything yet. We should have had something to the boat by now. Oh my God, guys. We just had a nice hit, but it didn't take it enough for me to set the hook into him, Frisco. Oh. Don't you just hate it? Let's bring it through there one more again. Kay says it's bees like that sometimes. Could you guys see the tip of the pole when that fish was hitting it? All right, let's try jerkbait on him this time. Let's change it up a little bit. They gotta want something. It was like, nope, we're not gonna bite none of that. Let's go in here right on top of them and see if that'll change their mind. Okay, Kay says they were out fishing for some tarpon. All right, let's see. See if we can get some drop shot action. Smoke says, drop it, no cast. That's right. Dropping this drop shot straight down. But you know what I might need on here? I might need a little something to get their attention. Terry C said that was some false bite sensation. I didn't even set the hook. All right, we're sitting in 24 feet of water right now. The Bass Duo says Robo Worm. Kay says went saltwater fishing and got skunked. Man, it seems like something always bites on saltwater fishing. Shout out to the burner seat, says cash for cash. Cash for cash. Hey, Mario, don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. All right, all right. Oh, my goodness. They're still schooling out here, guys. But they're just out of range. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I guess we have to keep on moving. I just hate to leave because there's the fish they're schooling out here, but they're just not coming close enough to the boat. Kay says, what lake am I on? I am on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Fishing for spotted bass. But who knows, we may come across a largemouth or two. Mark says, what bait are you throwing? I right now have a drop shot. I'm sitting right on top of some fish in 24 feet of water. It's a nice school of them, but I cannot get those fish to bite. Burning season says it's been in the 90s in New York. Way too hot. Yeah, it actually cooled down a little bit here, so it's not quite as bad. All right, let's see. I see some fish starting to kind of it says it's been so hot the fish migrated down south, huh? no. Come on, buddy. Just need one of you. Said you actually saw the thermocline, huh? Just make a new plan, Stan. Let's get on the bus, Russ. Don't need to discuss much. And set yourself free. All right, let's see. That's why my jerkbait isn't acting right, because the line is hooked around the hook. All right, come on, take it. Take it, take it. Man, oh man. All right, let's keep on moving. We have a little bit of time to play around and have some fun today, guys. Rob said they're supposed to start biting at 70 likes. That's right, Rob. So that you know what? That means it's time to get some fish to the boat. All right, let's go ahead and make it happen. Thanks for the reminder, Rob. I appreciate that. All right, Rob. It's time to make it happen. Oh, but Rob, you know what? Actually, the fish did bite, remember? I just didn't get it to the boat. Does that count? What do you guys in the chat think? So at 60 to 70 likes, That makes the fish bite. Now, we did get a bite. I think we've had 2 bites, and I've lost both of them, right? Oh my God, what is going on around here? All right, we're gonna see if we can get some top water action going on, guys. Nope, not that time. Kay says, in fishing, it always counts. Decisions. So we're just kind of cruising around looking for a school of fish. Mario says, put some stank on that. Yeah, we need to put something on it, right? So the question of the day was, who works out? Who goes to the gym? In the chat, who goes to the gym? I think we've only had 2 people, Chauncey and was it Fishing for Dollars? Who were the 2 people that said they work out? Nobody else works out. So what do you guys do? If you don't work out, what do you do to stay in shape? But really, there's anybody in the chat? Maybe we've had some new people come in. Maybe there's some people in the chat that work out now. Is there anybody in the chat that works out? Whether you go to the gym, whether you work out at home, is there anybody in the chat that actually works out? Travis says round is a shape. Oh no, I don't think round is the shape that you should be shooting for, right? Is round a good shape? We got the mass bass Tid in the chat. He says, I know a member of AARP. Texas Noob says he just eats. Come on, guys. Somebody in the chat has to work out. You saying that he just started a workout routine. I wonder who that could be. Who are you talking about? So there's nobody in the chat that works out? Nobody? That can't be true, guys. Landon says, I be in the gym every day. 1 day off a week. Okay, shout out to Landon. Terry C says, I'm a proud member of ARP. All right, Texas Noob says he does a home workout. All right, how many pull-ups can you do? Texas Noob, how many pull-ups can you do? Ty says, my job is my workout. Come on, buddies. You gotta bite something. Linda says, in a row, slow and controlled, and all the way extended, 15. Uh-oh. Terry C said none. All right, so Landon said he can knock out 15. Oh, we just had a tap, guys. We just had a tap. A little tappy tap with no commitment. All right, anybody, what do you got, Texas Noob? How many pull-ups can you do, Texas Noob? Because this is leading back to the question that I'd asked everybody earlier. Tom Mix says, I'm also a member of ARP. Fishing is my workout. Oh my goodness. The ARP crew is checking in. Texas Noob, what do you got? Rob says the bass are stingy today. We're at 100. We're at 100 likes. Okay. But Rob, we just had another bite. We just had another bite. But I guess you're saying it doesn't count if I don't catch it, right? Come on, buddy. Come on, just take it. They're not treating me right, guys. We're gonna try something different. All right, Texas Noob says, not sure on pull-ups. I normally do 40 push-ups and sit-ups. Okay. Why is everybody running from these pull-ups? All right, Landon. In the chat, who knows what a muscle-up is? If you know what a muscle-up is, type muscle-up in the chat. Who knows what a muscle-up is? And it looks like Landon's leading in push-ups, and there's only about 3 people in the chat that work out. Everybody else just eats. Dottie said pull-ups suck. All right, Landon. Who knows what muscle-ups are in the chat? All right, we're gonna see if we can get them to come up on top water now, guys. Ty says when you pull your whole body up over the bar. That is correct. Anybody else? Has anybody else ever heard of muscle ups before? Jacob knows what a muscle up is. Oh my God, guys. They started schooling right where I just came from. Is Landon still in the chat? We got Big Q checking in. Terry C says, muscle up is a calisthenics exercise that combines a pull up and a dip into a single continuous motion. Terry C got technical with it. And that is correct. All right, let's try them with a jerk bait this time, guys. All right, guys, so we've had 3 bites and no fish to the boat today. It's not looking good for the home team. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Come on, come on. They're schooling right there. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man, they were finally schooling within range. And I missed them. Oh, no. That's not looking good. That is not looking good. Jacob says, have you caught anything? Not yet. Big Q says, jerkbait on a spinning rod. What's going on with that craziness? Well, out here on this lake, I need to make cast up to 130 feet. So I have 1 rod with a jerkbait on a bait caster and 1 with a deeper diving jerkbait on a spinning rod. Dottie said he attempted, and well, that's all. So yeah, with this spinning rod, I started doing that because I'm able to get a very long cast and get the bait down a lot deeper with the spinner rod. Uh-oh, come on, guys, go ahead and hit it. Come on, come on. All right, still didn't hit it. All right, let's pack up and roll on out of here, guys. It's no more time for play. We got to get serious with them now. They said, MoneyBass, we're going to make you look bad in front of all your people today. They said you had all your fun the last time you were out here, so this time you get no fun. Actually, you know what? Before we leave, let's just go straight on top of these fish and see if maybe they'll hit a drop shot. All right, so I can't believe we have like almost 80 people in the chat and only 3 of y'all are saying you work out. Is that really true? Only 3 people in the chat work out? And everybody else said they just eat. I just said, you a pro fisherman. I guess everybody's saying it doesn't look like it to me. All right, we're sitting right on top of the fish now, trying to see if that'll get them to act right. Terry. Oh, come on, Terry. I was like, oh, look at Terry. I appreciate that. Terry said, hold on, let me get this unhung from here. Terry said, money is a positive fisherman. I was like, oh, thank you, Terry. He said he positively ain't catching no fish. Oh, that's rough right there. That's rough, Terry. Jacob says, we have to start disciplining ourselves with working out. All right, Ty says, I work out in my home gym twice a week. All right, Ty, how many pull-ups can you do? How many pull-ups can you do, Ty? We're sitting right on top of a gang of fish. Let me just show you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. As my trolling motor moves back and forth, you see all of that right there? All of those are fish. And none of them are biting this bait. So that's why I keep moving, because if I pull up on some fish and I'm over a bunch of fish like that and they won't bite, I have to keep moving. I have to leave fish to go try to find some fish that'll bite. got Fat Cat Fishing, Fever. What's going on? Good to see you. We got Cody back in the chat. Big Q said his fishing is his workout. Man, so what is that? 4 people? We have 4 people in the chat that say they work out. All right, Frisco wants me to throw this jig, right? So we'll throw this jig first. Fish these rocks. Then we'll come right back with the shaky head after that. How about that? What's going on? We got English Grammar tuning in. Good to see you in the chat. He says, show me the fish. Well, I can show you the fish on the screen. Let's see. There's some fish right there. There's some more fish right there. Let's see where the fish at that I just cast it to. There's some fish out here that I just cast. But they're all like, nah, partner, we're not gonna bite today. We're not gonna bite right in front of all your peoples. All right. All right, is this the cast right here that'll make it happen, guys? Ty says about 30. So Ty, you're saying you can do 30 pull-ups in a row, non-stop. Says about 30. Instagram says, man, show me. Well, we don't have any fish in the boat. We got some fish out there in the water that I'm trying to catch. I don't know if that's what you wanted me to show you or not. So Ty, you're saying you can do 30 pull-ups non-stop. So what I was trying to get to, I want anybody able to do muscle ups. And with only 4 people saying they work out and 1 person saying that they can do 30 push-ups, I'm thinking that the answer is going to be no, that nobody in the chat can do a muscle up. Say it ain't so. Ty says, fishing and shooting are workouts. That's how I feel when I get back home. Anonymous says, I can do 20. So you can do 20 pull-ups. Now, can anybody do muscle-ups? Is there anybody in the chat that can do muscle-ups? Rob says, send him a copy of the workout schedule, because he's gonna be hanging out at Sonic with Dottie. That's messed up. Oh my goodness, look at that cloud. Look at those clouds out there. That does not look too appealing out there. I think I might need to go ahead and set the hook in. Is that rain? Oh my God, I think that is rain, guys. I think that's rain out there. Can you guys see all of that? Ty says, but he'll be struggling on the last 10. Struggling on 10? Normally, if somebody starts struggling on pull-ups, you start struggling on maybe like the last 2 or last 5 or something. If you're struggling on 10, the last 10, that means you still got a lot of strength left. All right, so no muscle ups. So I guess that conversation went nowhere. I'm still surprised that only 4 people in the chat work out. Oh, man. Ty says, I think that's good for a man over 50. Oh, yeah, that's definitely good. Oh, my God, guys. We got broke off. After all of that. After all of that, guys, when we finally get something, we get broke off. Now we got to retie. Don't you hate it? Let these baits breathe a little bit. Man, I gotta redo my leader and everything. Rob said, what? Yeah, Rob, it had it. It was swimming off with it. But it either had me up against a rock or some type of cover down there. So now we gotta retie before that rain gets here. Because if that rain comes over here, we're gonna have to pack up and try to outrun it, guys. So I'm gonna tie a quick Alberto knot. Put some force on it. It's not gonna get away next time. All right, every time I cut those leader lines off, I always check my line again to make sure I didn't nick my line or weaken it or anything. So that was not good. Terry C said false bite sensation from a rock. Oh, come on, Terry, don't do me like that. Gary said that would have been my excuse too. Oh man, come on, guys. What do you think, Dottie? Was it false bite sensation or was it really a fish? Oh yeah, I'm not tying an FG knot. I tried that one time and that was one of the worst experiences in fishing for me. Just the attempt at tying that FG knot. Oh my God, guys. Okay, we have to get out of here because the wind just hit me. Let's just tie real quick and then we're gonna get away from this because the wind just hit and it is definitely a storm on its way over here. All right, we got to move fast, guys, because that storm is definitely almost here. The wind just started hitting. I don't feel any rain, but it feels like the can is starting to get cool a little bit too. So that is not good. Let's see if I can see the backside. Yeah, I can see the backside of the storm. So we're just gonna kind of move out of its way and let that storm pass through and go fish in a different area. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Oh no, guys, this does not look good. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. So I just ran from the storm, but now it appears to have turned and it's actually, it looks like it's rain back there in the background, but now you can't tell on camera, but it got kind of dark over here. see any rain. I think we're gonna start off with a jerkbait over here. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. And we're drifting because I don't have my spot lock on. Some big, huge wind gusts. Blaster says Hurricane Aaron is on the way. Man, I haven't heard any. Listen, guys, I don't even watch TV. So I don't know anything about a hurricane. So maybe today wasn't a good day to come out here then, right? If it's hurricaning out there. Beers and Bass said, you better put that bubble scale away. Come on, man. I still got some time out here to make it happen. There's a school of fish out there, guys. Come on, one of them need to take it. Come on, take it. Oh, they didn't take it, guys. Woo, still no takers. That's a big school of fish too. What's going on? The bass hunter, he says, man, you best get off the lake. That storm is covering the whole lake in about 20 minutes. Oh, it is? All right, so we got one more cast, guys, and then we're out of here. Appreciate that, bass hunter. They were gonna wait and see. They were just gonna wait and see what happens. You guys were gonna let me stay out here and battle the storm, right? All right, there we go, guys. We got him. Oh my goodness, and it's a good one. Do you see that right there? Oh my God. Bendation is sensational. Oh my goodness. In the middle of the storm, guys. We got him. Bendation. Let's see if we can get him to the boat. Can we get him to the boat, or is he gonna make me look bad like his buddy did? Okay, I got the net. Now all I need to see is the fish. I don't know how big this fish is either, guys. Oh goodness, it's a good one. It's a good one. All right, so is AC in the chat? There he goes right there, guys. There he goes. Come back over here. Oh no. Oh, good. He tried to jump. Oh my goodness, guys. Can you see the storm in the background? Look at the fish. There's the fish and there's the storm. All right, it's AC in the chat. It's AC in the chat. We're about to get it cracking, guys, because I have to get out of here. Shout out to Bass Hunter. He was like, yeah, buddy, I don't want to leave you out there fighting a storm, trying to make it back. He said, I have about 20 minutes. So I was like, oh, I got 20 minutes, huh? I got 20 minutes to make it happen. All right, here we go, guys. Bam. Bam. All right, there we go. It's AC in the chat. It's AC in the chat. We got to weigh it fast because that storm the wind is already here, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear that wind. Oh my goodness. It's AC in the chat. All right, guys, listen. If AC is not in the chat, what we're gonna have to do is have a member of the money team. Let's see who's in here. Blaster. All right, Blaster. We're gonna need you to open the scales for me, buddy. All right, I'm packing up, guys. I'm packing up because we're getting out here. Shout out, everybody put Bass Hunter in the chat. Bass Hunter out here saving lives. You guys were gonna let your partner MoneyBass be out here battling this lightning storm. He said this storm covers the entire lake in about 20 minutes. I gotta be out of here. Let's see. All right, guys, we're packing up because I got to get out of here. But for anybody that does not know, we're about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. I want to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. Make sure you guys go and check it out, learn about that, FishXLive.com. Download the app for free where you can watch live bass fishing competitions, live crappie fishing, catfish, whatever type of competitions you want to watch. FishXLive is the place to go. Make sure you go and check it out. You can download that app for free and host your own fishing tournaments. All right, so there's the fish right here, guys. Let me show you. We came through in the clutch. We're gonna see if anybody's gonna walk away with some cash for their pocket. Oh, only one person's gonna shout out Bass Hunter for me? Bass Hunter out here saving lives, and only one person can type Bass Hunter in here. All the rest of y'all were gonna let me stay out here. AC, check this out. There is a big storm. Do you see that right there? I'm in the middle of the wind right now. The storm is on its way. Bass Hunter told me that in 20 minutes, that storm that you guys see out there is gonna cover the entire lake. So we're about to open the scales up, AC. I'm gonna put the, let's just get into subscriber only mode right now. And we're gonna do this kind of quick. All right, are we in subscriber only mode? Let's see, hold on. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, guys. Subscribers can participate. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash. All right, there we go. All right, AC, are you ready? We got to make this one a quick one. And we're going to see if we have anybody that gets DQ'd in the middle of the storm that's coming through. I need everybody to shout out Bass Hunter in the chat. Put Bass Hunter in the chat, guys. And make sure you guys go and check him out on YouTube. He does some great things on YouTube with tournament fishing. He also does hunting, Bass Hunter. All right, so he does hunting, fishing, and he also outside land plots and, you know, all that good stuff you guys do out there in the country with those tractors. All right, is AC there? Okay, she says ready. All right, so we're gonna put this one on the measuring board, and you can go ahead and open the scales, AC. You guys, once you see scales open, you have 2 minutes. You guys see that? This one is a smooth 16 inches. So we got a 16-incher right here. And while they're guessing, AC, let them know what is up for grabs, how much they can win today, all right? So you can go ahead and open the scales. Once you guys see scales officially open, you have 2 minutes. And I hope it's a fast 2 minutes too, because I like fast hunter told me, he said in 20 minutes, which is probably about 15 or less minutes, this whole lake is going to be covered by the storm. All right, so the scales are open, guys. You have 2 minutes. Shout out to Bass Hunter. I hope Bass Hunter wins. Let's see what a Bass Hunter put in. Man, I would have gave Bass Hunter some tips. I would have gave him some tips if he hadn't already put his weight in there. So what did I say this fish was, guys? The length on it. Let's take a look again. Big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Appreciate AC for sliding right on in. Yeah, so this fish was right at about 16 inches, guys. 16 inches. It's long and lean. The girthification is not girthifying today. This was long and slim, guys. Long and slim. I can tell you, I've caught some 16-inch fish that were a lot fatter than that one right there. Man, how much more time do we have on these 2 minutes? I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Look, there's somebody on jet skis still out here. Man, but that storm is a lot bigger than what I thought it would be. Look, it has already passed me. So this is the backside of the front of the storm is over that way now. Oh my God, who got it? Sasquatch, the TJ, you are disqualified due to multiple guesses. Oh my God. We got a DQ in the chat. But we knew it was gonna happen. Big shout out to FishXLive.com. All right, Sasquatch, the TJ, you are now a member of a big club. There's a lot of people who've been DQ'd. Generally, that comes from putting in multiple guesses. 1 guess per fish, unless you are a member of the MoneyTeam. Man, these 2 minutes are taking a long time. Let me go ahead and get the scale ready because I'm ready to get out of here. Sasquatch says it was all the same weight. That is right. 1 guess, 1 time, no multiple guesses, no putting the same guess in the chat more than once. Once you type your guess in, then it is finito. All right, the scales are now closed, guys. The scales are closed. The only thing that would make it worse, Sasquatch, is if you had the correct guess. That would be a terrible. Let's see. What are they playing for today? What to win today? All right, here we go. I think this fish, I think it's, shoot, is it a 2-pounder? I'm going to say this fish is 193. I don't think it's going to make 2 pounds. All right, there we go. We're zeroed out, guys. This fish is long and lean. Hit that jerk bait. All right, here we go. Yeah, see, I told you guys this fish was long and lean. 162. This is about the, there we go. 162 AC. Do we have any winners at 162? Bam. There you go, partners. All right, guys. All right, while she's calculating, do we have a winner? I'm going to be packing up because I gotta go. Again, big shout out to Bass Hunter. Look at that fish. Look at him. Shout out to Bass Hunter for saving lives today. Bass Hunter out here saving lives. 162 was the no official winner. You guys didn't want the storm money. I guess Texas Nuke didn't want his battery charger money either. I did my job, Texas Nuke. And when I was out here last time, you had like 4 chances to win. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, listen, what I'll do, I'll let you guys ride back with me. Look how fast the wind is turning my boat. And these waves you see, they don't really look all that big on camera. But that wind is making a lot of waves. And there's the storm. Let me just give you guys a 360 view. So right now, the front of the storm is way over there. If I turn, I can't even, I'm on the front end of it, but it's way back there. And we see some other people out here riding around on boats and stuff too, but maybe they're running from the storm too. Ashley says, don't let that hurricane airing. I'm not. All right, so I'll let you guys ride back with me to the ramp. All right, big shout out to Bass Hunter. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. Big shout out to the Outdoor King, the sponsor of today's live stream. Also want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. All right, I don't know what's going to happen on the way back. Let's see how rough the water is. right, it's kind of rough out here. I don't know if you guys can hear all of this wind. Man, it's dark over there. I don't even know if you can hear me. If you guys can hear me when I'm talking while we're running, type of 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, we're in some rough waves now, guys. Oh, shoot. Ah. Oh, man. Can you guys tell how big these waves are? All right, I got a mouthful of water just then. I want to show you guys the view. Let me show you guys this. Take a look at that, guys. The sun is coming through those clouds in the middle of that storm. It's right on the outside edge. Tom Mix says you're running into it. Oh, shoot. Woo! Now that was a big wave jump right there. I know you guys couldn't tell, but I just jumped a wave right then. God, I just got another face full of water. Woo! Let me show you guys what it looks like on that side. Woo! Man, there's water coming all over the boat. I don't know. Can you guys see all of that? Look at that. The middle of the storm is still out over there. And then on this side, look at that. Now that looks like a hurricane weather over there on the other side of those trees. So that's where we just came from, over that way. Oh my goodness. Woo! Let me straighten my grass back up. All right, let's see. Can you guys see my shades? See my shades got water all on them? I took a face full of water a few times. Oh, Hippie Dave said he best the fish are biting big time right now. You think so, Hippie Dave? That means I need to make at least one more cast, right? Should I do one more cast? If you guys want, you think, just put cast or leave in the chat. Should I make another cast or should I leave? Cast or leave? Hippie Dave said absolutely. Travis said, do it. Blaster said, cast. Sasquatch says, what's the pressure? Rob says, cast. Hippie Day said, you only live once. Everybody is saying, cast. You know, I'm disappointed. I am so disappointed that y'all do not care about my safety. I am out here trying to survive. Bass Hunter stepped in and saved my life. I mean, I'm looking. I can see all that rain out there across the way. But you know what? I am going to cast, guys. Let's go ahead and make one more cast. We just need one more cast. It don't matter if it's a hurricane right here all around me, right? You'll be okay out there. Blaster says, we knew you were. Travis said, hey, man, rain won't hurt. You're not made of sugar. That's right. Tell him, Travis. All right, we're going to try to hit him with a jerkbait. But listen, you guys cannot tell, but that wind, I'm trying to go into the wind right now, and it's blowing me. I mean, I have a 36-volt trolling motor, so it has some power on it. Cherry C says, one more again. Hippie Day said, here comes that 8.99 pound spot. Man, listen, if you guys could actually be out here on the boat with me and see the wind is blowing this water, and I'm looking, you guys cannot tell by looking at the screen the way that this wind is blowing across the water. Here comes another big gust of it. Can you guys see the way the water looks right here versus just right there? That's a gust of wind about to hit me right now. Oh man, I hope that's not the rain. No, that's just more wind. Yeah, the wind is getting a little more brutal, guys. Sasquatch says, facts, here comes a good fish for sure. Shout out to Ty, really appreciate it. Man, I think even the fish said, we out of here, buddy. The fish said, you can stay out here if you want, but we're not going to be any part of this. I'm not seeing anything out here, guys. Blaster says, I told you about Hurricane Aaron, boss. I thought you would at least check the weather angler of the... Listen, I didn't get angler of the year all those times for running from the weather, though, Blaster. Faith and Tackle said, those fish are going deep. That is true. So that's what I'm doing. I'm heading deep too. All right, let's see, guys. Y'all said, wait, it hasn't touched land yet. Yeah, guys, these fish are gone. I'm scanning around and I'm not seeing them. They're like, hey, you can stay out there if you want, MoneyBass. They're like, you can listen to that chat if you want, but we leaving. Look, not even the fish are in the water. The fish are like, we're out of here. Yeah, guys, look, I'm not even seeing anything out here. So we have to call it quits. Man, and why is there only one truck in the parking lot? Why is there only one truck? And guess whose truck that is, guys? Guess why there's only one truck in the parking lot, and whose truck do you think it is? All right, so we are out. I want to give a big shout out to Outdoor King, the sponsor of today's live stream. We want to get out Give another shout out to the bass hunter out here saving lives. Much appreciation to AC. AC sliding on in. She had to hit somebody with the DQ today. Also got to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. Make sure you guys go and download that app for free, guys. If you are into fishing, know somebody that's into fishing. If you like to participate in live fishing tournaments, or if you want to host those tournaments, watch those tournaments, any of that stuff, go to FishXLive.com. It is the newest and best thing that is coming out there, guys. Make sure you go and download that for free. Be ahead of the curve. Be one of the first ones to get in on that. And also want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, guys. Gotta go. Had a good one.